Welcome to the third video in our Legend Lost Sector guide series. I'm Darth Wolf, and today we are going to tackle the first Legend Lost Sector on Europa. Pack your thermal underwear because the planet is a frozen sphere of ice. This video is intended for new light players and returning veterans that have not yet been able to grind out overpowered exotics or have missed the timing for some of the seasonal weapons since they were taking a break. I will show you how to beat it while using blue weapons and being slightly under light level. Today we are going to raid the Concealed Void, a fallen lost sector with a solar burn modifier while using a 600 RPM auto rifle, a 450 RPM void element pulse rifle, and a 120 RPM solar grenade launcher with auto loading holster. For our subclass we'll use the Way of the Trapper with marksman dodge, vortex grenades and strafe jump as usual. In this lost sector there will be many occasions where our grenade and smoke bomb abilities will come in handy. My mandatory 1k50 blue helmet to counter my artifact bonus and 4 pieces of 1250 legendary gear will make up my armor. The mods that I feel are important are of course the anti-barrier and overload mods as well as spoils of war, and I use the rest of the energy to increase my mobility and grenade launcher capacity. Let's get the show on the road. At the entrance there are 3 drags that we can clean up pretty easily. Don't charge in once you've killed them, as there's an overload champion as well as a horde of shanks right around the corner. They've heard your shots, so let them come to you, or you can try and shoot them through the little window on the right. Kill any shanks that float into your visible area and overload the champion if he shows his ugly face. Pump him full of heavy, dodge reload, and spike him a couple more times until he's finishable. Back off and use the little window to clean up any remaining shanks. Leave the solar shielded heavy shank for later. The entrance opens up into a big room with a solar shielded heavy shank and an alcove with 2 vandals further back. Destroy the vandals first, then turn your attention on the shank. If the vandals are hiding, engage the heavy shank but keep an eye on the alcove. That was easy, now comes the fun part. This next part is a big open area with a barrier champion accompanied by shanks and drags on the left and middle side. On the right side, hidden by a pillar, is an arc shielded captain with 2 drags, and in the far back we have an unholy trinity of a buggy overload champion, a solar shielded heavy shank, and a vandal sniper with 2 drag minions. First, take your time and try to drop as many enemies as you can while staying all the way in the back. Next, jump to the middle section and take care of the barrier champion. Don't bother finishing him as you will not be able to pick up the heavy brick anyway. Next up, kill the 3 drags on the lower platform and any remaining shanks. Jump to the lower platform and take care of the captain and his drags. This lost sector features 3 different elemental shields, but this captain is the only one with arc, so you just need to patiently wear his shield down. This could take a bit of time because of the match game modifier. Stay on your toes and don't give him time to recover his shield or you'll be starting it all over. Once he hides behind cover, that's where you place your wombo combo to literally smoke him out. Next on our list is the heavy shank. To avoid getting showered by grenades, get rid of the dregs first. Dispatch its solar shield with a well-placed solar shell, and then finish it off. Make use of cover whenever needed. Next up is the Vandal. He dies pretty easily before we turn to the Overload champion. If he's hiding behind cover, all you need to do is to make some noise by attacking the Overload champion and he will show. Now this guy is a bit buggy, as in his disruption only lasts an instant. The way we're gonna play around this is by disrupting him and then relocating to where the Vandal was standing. Patiently wait until the suppression grenade wears off. Using the higher ground we can crouch and partially shield ourselves from the champion's shots. Next we overload him, throw some heavy, overload again, and finally obliterate him. I don't recommend going for the finish due to his short overload timer, the risk is too high. If you happen to be unlucky and fail to overload him in time, just repeat the process. Our next destination is a room full of wretches and a lot of cover. I recommend using guerrilla tactics here as you die very quickly to melee damage. Bait them out of hiding, then back off and use bunny hopping effectively. Both your smoke bomb and grenade can be put to good use here. I know you're here, puppet. Next up is the Armory, an Overload champion, a sniper vandal and many fireworks. As you get closer, a few of them will gravitate towards you. Bunny hopping might not always be a good strategy, but in this sector it is. Once you've dispatched them and the Vandal, I wonder. Let's see if I can disrupt him from here. It worked, but from here it's useless. Jump over the crevice and use your super to bait the enemies lying in wait for you here. Back off and destroy them before turning your attention to the Overload champion. If you're lucky, he will still be in the alcove on the left. Jump over the crevice and slowly inch closer until you're barely able to hit him. Disrupt him, then blow him up and finally finish him to refill your heavy before the boss. I love it when Spores of War and Ammo Finder proc together. Make your way down the ledge and kill the 4 wretches to spawn the boss. If you want them to come to you, you need to cross the Vex River, otherwise they will hide. During this fight, most of your heavy will be used on the boss. This corner is a good spot where you can play to very narrow lanes. Your priority targets are always the void shielded servitors, as they can shield other enemies, followed by everything else that foolishly moves into your firing lane. Taking down the servitors will take a bit of time, especially with all the cover they can make use of. To avoid getting overwhelmed by ads, focus them first before damaging the boss enough to spawn the next wave of ads. Always keep some sort of cover between you and the boss when moving about. Use your grenade and smoke bomb abilities to kill ads behind cover or to force them out of it. Be ready to retreat at any moment. You've come so far, it would be a shame to die. If the boss decides to drop by for some tea, back off and use the ledge for cover while serving him a heavy blend. Time to get that extra brick that we ignored earlier. This wave features another void shielded servitor. Take him down first, then the rest of the ads. Your super is useful to make sure the wretches don't rush you all at once. I know this is starting to get repetitive, but please bear with me, we're almost done. Whenever you feel the engagement is not going your way, back off and take control of it again. Is that some heavy over there? Banzai! I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? .5 minutes left. That should be plenty. It's past 14 minutes and we're on the last wave. Time to finish off the boss and take out the trash before getting disappointed with our hard-earned loot. As long as the shield is up, it means that there's still some ads around. Kill them and claim your spoils. If you found this guide helpful, interesting, or just want to be a good guy, girl, assault helicopter, or any other gender you identify as, feel free to subscribe and/or head over to my channel and check out my other videos. If you've got suggestions on future guides or simply want to leave me some feedback, let me know in the comment section below. We're also always happy to encounter new people, so feel free to join our community Discord to hang out and run stuff with the primates by clicking on the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and remember, ape hard, monkey fast, and fly safely.